Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA. In today's unboxing and first impressions video, we have a box from Level 8 that it does contain a bag. Hopefully, it contains a non-damaged bag. I did open the flap to make sure that there was something inside the box that wasn't completely destroyed. I did not go as far as opening the bag to make sure the actual bag that is supposed to be in the bag was in the bag. What's supposed to be in this bag is a Level 8 Reboot pack. So let's open it up and see what we got inside. Okay, so here is what I saw. I opened it up, I made sure this was here, but this is as far as I got. The bag does not appear to be damaged in any way. Just the tape was cut, and there was like a piece of like Scotch tape put on there. So what I'm guessing is when the receiving department at work saw that the box was open, they just taped it closed with whatever they had on hand, not the actual shipper, because UPS probably would have used at least a piece of packing tape. But this is what she looks like, and again, it does not appear that there are any tears or rips in the inner bag. So the backpack, and I can see a Level 8 logo through here, so we got a Level 8 bag. No one pulled a bait and switch on us. So now, is this a, okay, kind of a nice pack. I'm gonna have to save this. All right, that's nice. It looks VX-ish, but that's just the look of it. It's not actually a VX pack. Now, this is a 27-liter bag. Pull. Oh, that's kind of cool. I know the, oh. Huh. I know these clips are fidlocks. I'm gonna go ahead and guess this clip is also a fidlock, but I've never seen one like that. I like that, and I do like the little red tab. That's a nice little touch. So again, 27-liter pack. Supposedly it fits a 17-inch laptop, and we have a shoe garage here, because this is going to be their traveling pack. So we've got a little shoe garage down here at the bottom. It feels like the shoes might go vertical because it's not very deep. We're only coming to about here, so I'm not gonna be able to put my shoes facing inward, which I honestly like. I like that because generally when the shoes go like into the bag, toes up, it takes up a lot more space inside the pack here. So if they're going sideways, you're still going to take up about the same amount of bulk at the bottom of the bag without taking up all of that interior space. So if the shoes go this way, I think I'm going to like that a lot better. And there are 3 little grommets here at the bottom of the shoe garage to help air out those stinky kicks once you put them inside. And the inside is just some sort of, it feels almost like a PVC or some sort. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the way Air did it with an antimicrobial interior liner to really help cut down on not only the stink, but any of the mold or mildew that might grow from having gym shoes or any kind of shoes in here. If you're taking off shoes and traveling, they may be stinky and a little damp, so something could potentially grow in here. Now the material is pretty smooth. You could probably wipe these down with any of your disinfectant wipes and probably be fine, but because it does crinkle, I'm sure you're gonna miss a nook and cranny. So it would have been nice if there was some sort of antimicrobial liner in there. That would have been a nice touch, but for $120, it probably doesn't fit into the price point. And there's a little issue. That could be because it's brand new and it just came out of the box, but the zipper is getting hung up in the corner there. It's rounded, a rounded corner. The zipper did get hung up right there. So let's see. We don't have, let's unlock that. Okay, we do have on the back here, we got a little zipper pocket here. That's gonna be, it comes to about the other side of the middle channel here. That's gonna be your passport pocket for traveling. You stick your passport in there because it's much harder to steal anything against your body. I do not like though, however, how big this zipper pull is. This is quite large. Generally, these stash pockets on the back have a much smaller, if not hidden zipper pull. So I will probably take the zipper pull off and just leave the the actual tab on. So I'll take the cordage off, which is actually wrapped in some heat shrink. It does not look like it's dual wall, but it is knotted, so it's going to give you something to grab on. It does feel like it has a good grip to it, but for this pocket in particular, I probably will remove the cordage just so that it makes the pocket a little more discreet. And I will say this is also a, I don't know if it's a YKK, it's not branded, but this is an AquaGuard zipper as well. So that's kind of nice. I do enjoy AquaGuard zippers. And while I'm here, we have our channel, our piping channel, so you can slide your sternum strap up or down. And there's probably a little divot. Oh no, see, these ones go all the way in, so there's no, the piping continues past the hem, so you're not going to be able to accidentally pull your sternum strap off, which is actually like one of the few problems I had with like the Wandered Prevoke, was those little a gap. I think it was made that way on purpose so you could pull it off, but I would have put the gap at the bottom, not at the top, where it has a tendency to slide upward, because I did have the sternum strap fall off once or twice on that pack. But this, the piping goes past the seam for the hem, so you're not going to accidentally lose your sternum strap. Now if we go to the top of the bag here, we appear to have a quick stash pocket that is fleece lined. Really hard to see because it's black on black on black, but it is about the depth of the top to the Level 8 branding, so it's maybe 3.5, 4 inches. And again, fleece lining, so this would be a good place to throw your cell phone, your sunglasses, anything like that you want to have quick access to but protect. And it has that same pull tab that's the cordage with some heat shrink wrapped on it. And on the back here, we also have our laptop compartment, which is supposed to be able to fit a 17-inch computer. I only have a 15-inch MacBook Pro, so I'm only going to be able to speak to that during the full review of this pack. But yeah, we'll test it out for how well it works out, because Level 8 had one of the, if not the best laptop compartment I've ever had on my Level 8 Atlas pack, I believe it was. This is not the same laptop compartment that is in there. It feels pretty nicely padded. It's fleece lined. There's padding front and back. There's more padding on the back because, you know, it's against your back panel, so you have the extra padding for your back. Where the front, at least it is lined padded on the front, so you're protected from whatever's in the interior of the bag. We do have one gusseted water bottle pocket on this side, and on the other we actually have a zipper pocket that slits down, that I guess you could use for another water bottle if you wanted to. This looks like it'd be more of a quick stash. Like, this is probably where I would throw like either like my first aid kit or like a little tech pouch or like a battery bank, and any dongles or adapters that I might need, I'd probably throw right in here, because it's going to be a quick access pocket, and there is a it is sewn in, so it's not going to fall out. If you have something long like a pocket that you have your battery bank in with all your dongles, it'll sit in there nicely, and you can probably unzip it halfway and pull it out. But that's nice that you can probably fit a water bottle pocket, but it's a quick access on the side. There's no padding or anything in here, so you're not gonna put a lot of tech gadgets in here. But this is probably where, again, I'd put either my first aid kit or my battery bank. Now the specs say that these are actually Fidlocks. I'm not seeing any branding on here that says Fidlock, but the specs are calling out that these are Fidlock. They do feel and look like genuine article Fidlock, but I guess we're gonna have to take the specs word for it, because again, there is no branding on the buckles. Now, when I'm opening this up, I do know from looking at it, it peels down, but there's also one more additional pocket here. There is no organization. It's kind of small. This would be a good spot for like a notebook. I can definitely fit my notebook in here, or anything maybe a little bit smaller that I want to have secured but still have a little bit more access to without going fully interior of the bag. But this is where I'm personally going to end up keeping a notebook. I do like the that I could still access it. The zipper, when closed, I think it's slightly under the lid if it's at its resting location. So the zipper The zipper is a little bit under the lid, but you can still access this with the bag closed. And if this bag's going to be stuffed and your lid's up, because you do have compression straps, so the lid can actually go up, and if it is, you're still going to be able to fully access this pocket. So in the not packed out to the gills setting, and you have your lid down, you're going to have a little bit of protection. Oh, and I just noticed that there is a little bit of strap management here. There is a piece of elastic that's helping to manage the straps. Okay, so let's get into the meat of it now. The whole shebang, the big main compartment. And boom, okay. So interior, we are basically empty in here, which is fine. This is actually kind of good. We do have our shoe compartment here at the bottom, so that's sharing some of the same space. But if you're not using it, it does feel like it does pack down pretty flat in there. So it's not going to take up too much room if you're not using it. And then we just have this little divider with silicate gels inside. We just have this one divider pocket. There is, oh, okay, there is. I was about to say there isn't, but we do also have a one zipper organizer pocket mesh. Okay, good. And the mesh stretches. This is like the mesh that they put on their luggage. It's very nice. It feels very good to the touch. It's not like ridiculously stretchy, but it has some give, and there's some slack in it, like, so it does have a little bit of its own dimension, and it does have some stretch. So that's going to be a nice little stash place to put any of your smaller, looser goods that you don't want to lose, but you want to secure on the inside of your bag. That's really nice. I just really like the feel of this. This just feels very good to the touch, very good to the hand. And the zipper does function fairly well. Also, before I forget to mention it, these zippers are also AquaGuard zippers. Again, same zippers used on the other pocket, and so is the little organizer pocket too under the lid. That is also YKK. So, or also AquaGuard. I don't know if they're YKK. And the shoe garage. So all of the exterior zippers on the bag are AquaGuard. And then we just have our one divider. But we also have, I don't want to call this high vis because it's light gray, but it's a lighter color, so we do have some good visibility to the inside of the bag, because it should still be accessible to the top. You can kind of get in there. I think I can get in there. Can I get in there? Yeah, I can kind of get in there. It's tall. It's really tall. Like, if you're looking at this view, I mean, you can fit a lot of gear in here, but you're definitely going to want to unzip. I can get in here and get to that inside zipper pocket, but it's kind of awkward. It also kind of comes up and tapers and slims out at the top, so looking down into it is going to be a little bit difficult, so you definitely want to unzip to access the inside of this pack, which would kind of suck, because when I'm doing this, everything that's packed in here can just spill out. I mean, I could, because this pocket's here and this pocket's here, there's no good fold point in the middle, so I guess I could unzip to about this line, which is the top of the front pocket and the interior pocket, and then I can kind of access it, so I can get in there. I can fold all this down, and I definitely have better access, and I can easily get to the zipper pocket here. That's not a problem once it's all folded down, so that's a lot easier. But it's still, I still don't have the best access to everything at the bottom of the bag, and I can't really unzip it anymore, because it's not going to fold very good. And I can already see I'm going to have an issue, because the exterior pocket and the interior pocket are occupying the same space. So if either of these are overpacked, they're going to be bulging into the other, and then this one is definitely going to bulge to the inside of the bag. So I like that this is here, but this is only going to be probably useful for very slim items like a notebook and a pencil or a pen, because I think if I put anything thicker in this, it's really going to push into this compartment, and then you're going to have this really weird, awkward bulge. It's going to make it difficult to access either the outside pocket or the inside pocket at the same time. So that's probably going to be a bit of an issue, as well as the way it folds down. It also feels like there's something rigid inside the shoulder strap, almost like there's a frame sheet in there. So it's definitely got bend and flex, but there's definitely something. There's a thin sheet of something in there. So there's a frame sheet, if you will, inside the shoulder straps, which is a new one on me. It's kind of interesting. I'm kind of curious to see how that holds, how it carries and feels. Also, I'm noting, just realizing this now, I used to comment on this a lot, and I kind of stopped for some reason because I've had some crappy ones, but the grab handle, it feels pretty good. Like it's a decent material. It's a nice softer webbing, and it's tubular webbing, so it's a gutted tube, and there's just something inside there. It's not padded. It actually feels like it might be a thicker piece of webbing, so there's something in there to give it a little bit of this rigidity. It's not padded, but it feels good in the hand. It's pretty comfortable, and it feels really nice. It's a nice touch webbing to the touch, and my hand is pretty brutalized right now, and it feels good even on that really chafed, chapped, cracked piece of skin on my hand. So I like this. This actually feels really nice. I believe this is a reflective strip on both shoulder straps, so you should have a little bit of reflective banding for walking around at night. But first impressions, I'm mixed on this right now. I like the overall aesthetic of it. I like some of the features, but I don't know how ultimately this is going to fare for an EDC. This might be better as like a weekend getaway, one bag travel pack. It's 27 liters, so you can definitely do like a 3-4 day weekend in this pack, no problem, because I think some of the quick access is going to be an issue getting into the bag, because it tapers at the top and because it doesn't have a good fold point. You basically have two fold points. You have right above the pockets, which is like right here, or you have below the pocket to the whole flap. So you basically are going to do like a third of it or the whole thing. So the access isn't the greatest for the internal compartment, but if you're traveling with it, you don't really need to be in and out of your bag too much. So I would probably use this more as like a long weekend, one bag travel getaway. But we will EDC this and see how it works out. I don't have any weekend getaways planned anytime soon, so I would love to try it for one, but we might have to wait quite some time, maybe do a comeback, like a checkup video as opposed to the real user review. The Reboot backpack fits all 15 and 17-inch laptops. Says so right there. So there you go. I mean, they're telling me it's going to fit all the 17-inch laptops, but I don't have one to test it. So I will be throwing my 15-inch in here and giving this a go. So yeah, I think for $120, it's a pretty good price point. This also says, just seeing it now, this also says 30 liters, but the website says 27 liters. So I wonder what that discrepancy is. I'm guessing that it's maybe 27 liters, full volume internal, and then maybe the other 3 is going to be your water bottle pocket, your little stash pocket here, lid pocket, and then your front pocket. So that's probably going to add up to about 3 liters if you look at it. Yeah, I could see 3 liters of volume coming from them. We'll see how much stuff that we can fit in here, but I think the pack's going to be okay. Again, mixed on it. There's some things I'm seeing that I'm digging, some things I'm seeing that I could see is probably going to be an issue, but we won't know until we test it and find out. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications next time I post a brand new video, like maybe the full real user review of the Level 8 Reboot. Good night.